It was time to clean out the closet, everybody. You know what I'm talking about. That moment where it's like, it's fall cleaning, it's spring cleaning. I don't care what you call it, but you just got to get rid of stuff. And if in your humidor, you have these cigars that kind of just like hang around. You're not quite sure how they got there. You're not quite sure why they're there. You kind of remember someone gave it to you or you picked it up and then you chose something else or you chose something else. But today it was clean out the humidor, clean out the liquor cabinet. And so we ended up with a flavored cigar. That can't be good. It's Eat, Drink, Smoke. I'm Tony Katz, and that right there is America's favorite amateur drinker, Fingers Malloy. Fingers, we like the people at CLE. Christian Aroa, good guy. People at CLE do some fine work with the CLE brand, with the Aroa brand, and with the Asylum brand. We've done the Medulla Oblongata on the show, a host of cigars. This is the Asylum Zero. Zero. So there's 3 of these, and I don't even know if they're still making these. This originally was under a licensing agreement with a group, if I understand it right, with a group called Deadwood. But if you know Drew Estates, they do the Deadwood series and things like that. And then there was a lawsuit, and then they changed the name to the Asylum 8670 is what they call this one right here. Maduro wrapper. This is Honduran throughout. The Toro is what we're dealing with right here. And the Toro comes in at 6 by 50? This is 6 by 50, which means it's 6 inches long. Always makes Fingers Malloy laugh. And the ring gauge is a 50. The diameter of the cigar, or how thick it is around. Again, with the laughter. A 64 ring gauge is a full 1 inch around. So this is really the size I like, certainly the mouthfeel that I like. But in order to make this, right, this is infused. Now, sometimes cigars are dipped. And supposedly this does have a little bit of extra aroma there on the cap. That's where you cut and then you're smoking from. This is placed in a chamber where flavors are infused in. So that's how this one is done. As a matter of just our own everyday, neither one of us is flavored cigar guys. Is that an accurate assessment?
That's
Fingers?
a very accurate assessment.
When we say it's an accurate assessment,
it's a very accurate
that's
assessment.
Right. That's correct. That is correct. Yeah, not where I live and breathe. Not at all. But they are popular. I mean, the acids are popular. The whole Deadwood thing is popular. So there are a lot of these cigars that are out there, and sometimes is a way to introduce people to cigars. Not us. So when I grabbed this, I don't remember even grabbing it or how I got a hold of it. I just said, oh, that's cool. Asylum. I left it at that.
I can tell you where you got it.
Do you know?
I believe in our travels when we went to the Premium Cigar Association trade show, CLE, the folks
good Christian Aroa?
Yeah, the folks that put the Asylum together, put together a nice little gift bag for us, some of the cigars to review, some of them just to try out, and I believe these were in that little gift bag there.
So I just lit mine up. Fingers is already working his. You get your notebooks out. I don't care what it is. You got to do it. Standards are standards, kids. What did you eat today? What did you drink today? We got nice fall weather in Indianapolis, Indiana, where we record. And then, you write down what you ate and you drank because that can affect your palate. And then you break the cigar up to thirds, first third, second third, final third. And then what flavors are you getting out of this cigar? You write it down. When you try the cigar, 3 months from now or 6 months from now or never again. See what I did?
Wow.
CLE, love you. This is just not where I live and breathe. But you would write down those notes again. And then you kind of get an idea of through line. What's interesting here, and both Fingers and I have this happening, the cigar itself is well humidified. But at the cap end, it's like they poured in cement. I don't know what that is. Remember, these are hand-rolled products. It could just been how the roller did things. And it's just super intense. So we have this a version of a pick right here and just poking holes.
Polka, polka, polka.
To get some kind of airflow going to make it a little easier on the draw. Did it help you?
No. That's okay. We're just going to have to work a little harder during this episode is all.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I totally get why someone would like it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. and I hate to use this term, Tony, because it does have a negative aura around it during certain discussions. It's a gateway cigar. For a lot of people, who want to try cigars, they get into the flavored cigars first, and then they transition over to trying cigars that do not have this type of infusion. You see it a lot at cigar lounges that offer infused cigars, where I don't normally have a cigar. You hear the person say, but I'll try one of the. Oh, you've got a chocolate cigar? You got a vanilla cigar? Oh, I'll try one of those. So I can see why they're popular.
First of all, it's very pretty. I love the band, the black and red, and the cigar is nice and oily. The wrapper itself is a little bit ugly. There's a fair amount of veining going on that. I don't mind that at all. It's it's not smooth. It's not just this miraculous piece. It's kind of what you'd think of a cigar. It's that flavor, which is a little bit chocolate and a little bit tea and a little bit nutty and a little bit found at a gas station. Wow. Like you would, I will not lie. I'm already saying, I started by saying, and I have zero against CLE. If I was doing the acids, I would be in the same conversation. There is a cigar that's chocolate banana out there. Wait, was that CLE too? Nope. There is one of the ways the flavors impart in that chocolate, not that natural kind of chocolate, but the flavored, gives me a headache. Like I have a throwback to when I was a kid, and my gosh, absolutely not. But I'm an adult now. Thank you. And I can see where people can find pleasure in this.
Okay.
But do you get the tea out of that?
No, I don't get the tea.
Really?
But I'll tell you what I do get. It's like I'm eating a Snickers bar, and then I'm pairing it with one of those Starbucks vanilla coffee drinks.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. The problem is that that sounds rich and decadent, and this is sweet and that's an artificial flavor.
Okay.
Now, I conceptually, I'm with you. That's especially the vanilla thing from Starbucks. That's right. But because it's like that high end sweet.
Yeah. But there's also that chocolate from the candy bar, and maybe,
What would be the off-brand Snickers you would get at Aldi? Then maybe I could go along with this.
That would be...
It would be a Snickers bar?
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm sure many kids got handed to them over the Halloween holiday. Our neighborhood's having a parade. Or had a parade, I should say.
Did they really?
Yeah. Halloween parade.
No.
Yep.
Oh, that's adorable.
I thought so.
Were you in it?
I was the grand marshal.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this cigar in your humidor? We'll tell you. Keep it here. It's Eat, Drink, Smoke. Fingers, I don't want to throw too much at you. I don't want to completely discombobulate your taste buds, because what we do here is we review cigars, we review bourbon, or whatever it is we're drinking, talk about life, what's going on in the cigar lounge, we share, we engage, we make people fall in love. I have heard that there are right now 43 children running around the United States of America named Fingers just because of you.
Yeah, and they all call me Dad.
It's Eat, Drink, Smoke. I'm Tony Katz. That right there is Daddy Malloy. Reviewing a flavored cigar is, for us, very odd, very awkward, very weird, very strange, and I'm not going to apologize for that. It's just not what we do. It is not where my taste buds are. We'll get into this cigar from CLE, and by the way, we love you, CLE. We do. There's a reason for these cigars, and so we were cleaning out the closet, cleaning out the humidor. It's been in there a while. It was time to get it smoked. But I noticed as I found this cigar, I noticed that gearing up for Halloween, my wife, fantastic woman, I'm a lucky man. She had purchased some very unique Halloween candy. to give out to the little children's?
Ribbon candy?
Oh, no.
Oh.
And not circus peanuts either. And I figured as long as we're blowing up pallets, let's just ruin it. Fingers, would you say that the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is the finest candy in all the land?
One of them, yes.
It's a top fiver.
It's a top 3, and the other 2 are in the Reese's family.
Which are?
The Reese's peanut butter Easter egg,
Right.
and the Reese's peanut butter jack-o'-lantern.
Ooh, nice.
Much more peanut butter to chocolate.
The peanut butter cup, then the Kit Kat is in the top 3, and then the Hershey's Crackle.
You just wanted to say crackle.
Really did.
Can I say one thing before you continue?
Yeah.
I was at a gas station today.
Wait, hold on. This just in, breaking news. We go now to Fingers Malloy in the field. Fingers?
They had a display at the register. I believe, I didn't look at it too closely because I didn't want to buy it. A half a pound of Reese's peanut butter cups, but there were only 2 cups. They were it was $20. And I almost bought it just for the show.
Well, don't worry. I got you beat, because what would happen if somebody added jelly to your Reese's peanut butter cup?
I'm listening.
This right here is Reese's PB&J. Reese's decided, hey, how about we ruin your childhood? And we'll take a perfect candy. By the way, smell the bag. Smell in.
I can't tell if that's wonderful or awful.
Right! This is insane. They've got it in grape.
Oh,
There you
yes,
go,
please.
right there. And then a strawberry.
Oh,
Right there.
Where's the
Did
orange
you get
marmalade?
it? No, I'll get you another one. This isn't a Jersey diner. They have no orange marmalade.
Oh, shoot.
So
there we go.
the grape and the marmalade and the strawberry here. Now we have had this conversation: peanut butter and jelly, strawberry or grape, and I have said quite clearly, it's the strawberry. I would always be a man of strawberry over grape, but hell, if they're gonna ruin this stuff, let's just ruin it together.
Okay, so what are we doing first?
I'm doing grape first.
Grape.
Grape for right. There it is. There it is.
Wasn't there a cartoon called Grape Ape?
Yeah, of course there was Grape Ape. Wasn't there a cartoon? My God, how'd you grow up? What happened in Saginaw? Show me on the doll where they hurt you.
Not watching
All right.
Grape Ape.
Do you think that it's just in the middle, or do you think? Are you gonna bite, or are you gonna do it all in one bite?
Normally, I would put both of them in my mouth at the same time. I think it's going to be like the caramel cup.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be a layer of jelly on top of the peanut butter.
Before we eat this, we can agree this is an awful idea, and the people at Reese's have overstepped and owe us an apology.
I'm not agreeing with you on any of this. This may be a wonderful.
All right, we going
dessert.
at the same time?
Okay, yeah, ready?
Yeah, because that's good for radio.
Uh-huh.
You want to say
know what?
You're age before beauty. There it is. Oh, he looks confused. Is it built in? Is it like mixed in? It's not a ribbon of jelly?
The grape's on the bottom.
Oh, is it?
And it's not good. It's not good. I ate the rest of it.
In spite, in protest. Why can't we?
Oh.
Ha! Oh my God! I swear to you, for a second, I thought he was going to puke. I thought Fingers was gone.
It's
not great.
That's unfortunate. Oh.
It's not great. Do you need a napkin or a bag?
Oh, someone's house is going to get egged. Oh.
I'll do a strawberry one.
I hope it's better.
You finished it.
Well, of course I did. It's candy. So, this has to be better, right? It has to be. Has to be better.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Yes, it is.
But there's no point in this. There's no point to this. This isn't cute. Don't screw with perfection.
Oh, that's good.
The strawberry one's better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the grape is really overwhelming sweet, but not in a grape way. More in a, hey, I don't know what that chemical is, but put it in here and let's see what happens.
I'll tell you what it tastes like.
The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
It tastes like your mom wanted you to take some grape cough syrup, but you wouldn't take it because you know how awful that grape cough syrup tastes. So she put some chocolate and peanut butter around it to make it more palatable. It tastes like medicine.
Yeah. I think the bigger story here is that you took perfect candy and you said, how can we, and fill in the blank.
You know what it is? I'll tell you.
It's a destruction of goodwill is what it is, Reese's.
It is a quick cash grab. It's like Caddyshack 2. That's what that is right there. It's Caddyshack 2 in candy form. We had something perfect.
Oh my God.
We can't just be happy with it. So what we're doing is we're going to flood the market with something else because maybe people are a little bit bored of Caddyshack. Let's give them Caddyshack 2, and we'll make it a little familiar. We'll put Chevy Chase in it, but it's still awful.
How many years have we been doing this show?
7.
6, 7?
Yeah.
6, 7 as the
7,
kids
yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said on the show ever. How did it take us this long to get a Caddyshack 2 reference? Starring Jackie Mason as Rodney Dangerfield.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It's that or Godfather 3. Take your pick. No. Oh, you know what to do? You know what? It's cruel. And I'm not a prank guy, but you give this to your friend. Hey, here's a peanut butter cup. Here. Got an extra one from Halloween, stole it from the kids. Wink, wink. And then you give them that. And then you laugh and laugh and laugh as they run puking.
And who doesn't love watching a good puke?
Speaking of, Caddyshack 2 is on beta. It's Eat, Drink, Smoke. Eat, Drink, Smoke. It is your cigar, bourbon, foodie extravaganza. I'm Tony Katz. That right there is Fingers Malloy from CLE. We are smoking the Asylum Zero. We cleaned out the closet, kids. Cleaned out the humidor, cleaned out the liquor cabinet, and this is a flavored cigar from CLE, the Asylum Zero. It's the Toro 6x50 Maduro wrapper, Honduran Puro. The wrapper, the binder, and the filler. Not where I live. Flavored cigars, and I'm telling you right now, not my cigar. In no way, shape, or form at all, or in any way, is this my cigar. Just no part of it in the slightest. But what I said earlier was, and Fingers, you might be with me, I could see why somebody would, right? It's sweet. It's got sweet notes. If you're somebody who doesn't engage regularly with cigars and having a palate isn't really your thing, you know, this is what you do. But I love the notes of tobacco. I love finding that cocoa or that coffee, understanding what that berry is, picking up whether it's a grass or a hay or the cedar or other woods. And this is sweet. You talk about one of those vanilla Starbucks drinks that you get over the counter, the little bottles. There's a little bit of tea going on the nose there with this. There is a little bit of nuttiness, but there is an artificiality that I'm never, ever going to get over, and I'm not 100% sure I can finish it.
I'll finish it like I did the grape Reese's peanut butter cup.
You're going to throw it right up.
But having said that, the artificialness that you're referring to, I completely agree with you. It is dissipating a little bit, but you know, the first third of this cigar, when you're trying to enjoy a draw, that artificial flavor just lingers on your lips and your tongue, and it takes a long time for it to dissipate, to go away. It's not something that I would gravitate to, but I understand it.
Its place in the market, yes, which is really kind of what's important here, what we're discussing. There is a place for near everything. And there is a smoker for near everything. And, you know, this is if I could say this about CLE, and I wonder if Christian Aroa would be bothered by this, maybe not. CLE is a lot of things to a lot of people. So I would argue that they have a very different philosophy than, let's say, the interview I did with Michael Herklotz at Ferio Tego. We play the hits, and we play them well. And we've got these core lines, and we just do these core lines well. And every now and again, we throw out a new single. But in the main, we come to do this. You know exactly what you're getting and exactly why we're providing it. And we're not interested in providing the next new thing and the next new thing. We're interested in providing the hits, these things that we do, and doing them exceptionally well. There's a math to both. There is. There's a math to both. There is a marketplace for the flavored cigar. And we should be clear, that marketplace is not just women. I think some people see that, you want to smoke a cigar, little lady? And by the way, if you're ever using the expression little lady and you're not talking to a 3-year-old, that's just terrible. You have to do better. Because honestly, it's the cliche that's just so gross. There is a market for these people. There is an interest for these people. These are fun things, and someone's going to do something for just a one-off, or someone just wants to be part of it, right? I get it. I'm not going to say no. For me, I cannot go on.
No, and I get what you're saying, and I admire companies that are willing to try new things. I was just struggling. I was like, what have we done? And it was the Serenity Now, Insanity Later. That's what I was like, I know we've done other Asylum before.
But those weren't flavored.
No, those weren't flavored. We loved what they did with that. And, big fans. We're not in their customer wheelhouse with this cigar.
Fingers Malloy, is this the Asylum 8670? I believe it's 867 is what they call it. And all the kids are going to be excited because it's 67. Is this in your humidor for $11?
No.
Mine either. Is it a bad price for $11? I have no way of telling.
Okay. I
can't tell.
Here's where I will throw an olive branch out and say it is in my humidor. If it's for someone else. If it's for someone that doesn't smoke cigars but is cigar curious, I could say, okay.
Cigar questioning?
Yes, exactly.
Cigar fluid?
I could see having this in your humidor for someone like that. I was like, okay, this is a cigar that's very popular, this style of cigar. Try this and see what you think. They try it, they like it, then maybe you've got them into the lifestyle at that point, and then they can broaden their horizons and go into a different direction.
I'm going to broaden my horizons in about 4 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just so not me. And I want to be clear, this has nothing to do with CLE 0, which is the name of the cigar, at all. I have their stuff in the humidor. I have some of the Aroa stuff. I like them. I tried. I wanted to try. I wanted to be pleasantly surprised. I was neither pleasantly nor surprised. With that, we move into news of the week.
Well, there were surprises over at the newsroom at CBS, Tony. CNBC, actually the Daily Mail has the story. CBS Saturday morning, their anchors, Michelle Miller and Dana Jacobson, were given pink slips. It's been part of a cost-cutting measure over at Paramount Skydance, the parent company of CBS. They are really cutting back. It looks like they're going to lay off 2,000 people across the organization. That was just released in an email on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we talked about this a couple of weeks ago with NBC and NBC News and Miss Now and the whole network that they're spinning off, and that could be part of it's not MSNBC anymore, and it's going to be MS Now. We're seeing a whole reorganization of newsrooms and the tightening of the belts. These news organizations continue to shrink, and You seem very surprised, Tony.
Yeah.
What's
What else you got?
single family rent?
No. I can't seem to bring myself to care.
Wow.
Listen, people lose jobs in it, and that stinks. And I'm not, in very few cases, am I hoping somebody loses their job. It's just that when it happens in the news industry, I'm told what a big deal it is. When it happens in any other industry, I'm told those people should learn to code. And so I'm not. I won't bring myself to shed tears at all for the news industry. Of course you're losing jobs. The whole world is changing. The industry has changed. And you're not vaunted because you haven't taken care of us. And we should not care if a news outlet, which gave us Dan Rather, and so desperately, I mean, listen, he made up stories about George Bush, and they engaged in editing a video of Donald Trump. This isn't about your politics. This is about what they did. And now they're losing jobs because people are going other places, sponsors are going other places, and technology is coming in. Yeah. And maybe it does get personal for me, and I shouldn't be a guy who engages this personally. I should be like, yes, well, the industry changes, but there is a little bit of personal in it for me, in that these people, they didn't take care of the American people well. So I'm not going to say anything except I hope it all works out.
I prefer it when you do take it personally.
Well, and I'll get to that next. Eat, Drink, Smoke. Fingers Malloy, there are allegedly things that men do with a midlife crisis, things they do in a midlife crisis, things they do when they're around a midlife crisis.
Is that true, or is that just a media narrative?
Oh, I think it's probably true.
Huh. What if your whole life has been a crisis almost your entire life?
Pretty sure you do a radio show and podcast.
There it is.
Eat, Drink, Smoke. I'm Tony Katz, and that is America's favorite amateur drinker, Fingers Malloy. The people over at vegoutmag.com. What kind of free time do you have, Fingers Malloy?
There are some times, Tony, where I just sit back and want to veg out.
And you're like, I need a magazine to help me through this.
And thank God we have vegoutmag.com. Are you a subscriber? Do you get the monthly magazine delivered to your house?
All I know is saying the words Veg Out Mag sounds dirty. It does.
A little bit.
It's not right.
A little bit.
8 purchases men make that scream midlife crisis louder than a red sports car. And we have discussed the fact that I will speak for myself, but I think I do speak for Fingers. Neither one of us went through a midlife.
No.
Never.
Of course not. But I do find the whole, well, we'll get into this. I will hold my tongue until we get into this list, because I do have a bone to pick with one of the narratives about a midlife crisis.
By the way, we switched cigars to the Oliva or Oliva V Melanio Robusto, which I always keep in the humidor. Love you, CLE. We'll always smoke your products, just not the flavor. It is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So here's the list. 8 things that prove a midlife crisis.
Yes.
More than a red sports car. The home gym that costs more than a car. Like if you get like the full Peloton ecosystem.
Sometimes. No. What? Oh, do I look like I bought a home gym?
Looking like you bought a home gym has nothing to do with whether or not you bought a home gym.
No, I have not bought a home gym. But what bothers me, because I've had this discussion with female friends who are younger, who when they see a man in his 50s with a sports car, they say, nice car, sorry about your... And it's like, they'll go down the whole midlife crisis thing. And it's like, listen, I tried to explain to them, for a lot of guys who are passionate about vehicles, okay, they can't afford a sports car when they're in their 20s and 30s, because a lot of times they're raising a family and can't get that sports car. It's not a midlife crisis. It's just, I can finally afford insert sports car here.
Right.
It's not a midlife
You were the
crisis.
first person to ever really say that to me in that way. You know, I was thinking about a Mustang, and I was like, I don't know if I could be a guy who gets away with a Mustang. He's like, would you just shut your stupid, dirty mouth and get a Mustang already? And you're right. And I didn't buy a Mustang. But the point is,
But did you get the home gym?
I sure did. And I got it with the extra fluffy cushion. The point is, you're absolutely right. The who cares? Who cares what somebody else is going to yell? They don't know anything about life, and it's meaningless. So sometimes the midlife crisis conversation is nothing more than the midlife opportunity conversation,
That's a good way to put it.
right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You've engaged your responsibilities. You have succeeded in providing to the best of your ability to your responsibilities. Now you can change those responsibilities. Go have fun. The sudden vinyl collection. Also, I don't think this has anything to do with the midlife crisis. I think this just means you're pretentious as hell. No, man, seriously, vinyl has such a richness to the sound. You can't get that from digital, man. Only vinyl can do it. Here, listen to my Steely Dan, man. Listen to it in vinyl. If you listen to it in digital, you might as well just poke yourself in the eye with a hot stick. Oh, my God. So great on the vinyl. Man, I got this needle from Turkmenistan. It took 4 different specialized priests in order to make it. I had to sacrifice 2 cows in order to get this done. Man, this is awesome. He said that to nobody, by the way, because who would hang out with him? Although, that said, I do like vinyl. I think it sounds good.
I will say this about vinyl, and it has nothing to do with the sound quality. Gen X is kind of the last generation that had the vinyl, and then you morphed into the CDs, and now we're completely into the digital world. There was something about running and getting that record album and then opening up looking at the jacket and seeing the tracks, maybe the lyrics were the whole thing. Right. It was like a whole package. Notes. It was exciting. Oh, those were the days, Tony.
There is no way to explain to somebody who was not in Gen X the idea of your Walkman and cassette tapes, and then realizing that in a CD you could skip to the next song. Boop. Yeah. And then you could go back. Boop. That was revelatory. Revelation. Do you know what it was like with an 8-track and you couldn't just take the pencil and rewind the song in the cassette? No. You had to listen to the whole crap album to get back to the song you wanted.
It's true. And the other thing, too, about the CD was being able to put a track on repeat.
Right?
You can't do that with a record album. You have to get up, walk all the way over, pick up the arm, put the needle back on the track. And, of course, you can't do it perfectly. I'm not a DJ. I'm not Wolfman Jack. And so you got to put it back on the line just right to be able to hear the song perfectly again.
The correct answer we were looking for was Alan Freed.
Oh.
Alan Freed.
Okay. I'll try better next time.
The motorcycle he's afraid to ride. No, that's not a midlife crisis. That's being a schmuck.
What's the point?
That's being a schmuck.
I don't understand the point. To be able to brag to your friends you have a motorcycle, don't get one. Just don't get one. Get the sports car. You can find one vintage that isn't a classic for the same price as a motorcycle easily. Just get the car.
But do you know anybody who's done that? I mean, we're talking anecdotally, of course. Do you know anybody who's bought a motorcycle and is like, I just have it to have it?
No.
Me either.
I can understand buying a motorcycle before you go through what you should do, which is go on and get safety training and take the classes. And you bought it for some reason before you took the classes and then realized, oh my gosh, this is not for me. Okay, you made a mistake. But to buy one just to tell your friends you have a motorcycle and then you're scared to ride it, what a waste.
Yeah.
And by the way, riding a motorcycle is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm never going to do it. Never going to do it. And then here's one. The watch that cost his kids yearly tuition. Nope. Now, you guys know I work with a group in Indiana called Flederman von Reese. Family business, thrilled to be their brand ambassador. I'm designing watches with them. I wear one all the time, wearing one right now. Shop.vonreest, R-I-E-S-T-E, shop.vonreest.com. Use promo code CATS. You get a discount. Assembled in Indiana, made to pass down through the generations. I love what they do. Love it. Yes, I've got a Rolex there. So actually right there. I've got a Tudor. I've got a rare Tudor, which is like a baby Rolex, the Advisor, which actually has an alarm in it. It's a ringing bell in the watch.
Nice.
It's super cool. First real-time piece I had is a 1959 Hamilton Thin-O-Matic. I mean, I do have a small collection. There is nothing wrong with having the one-time purchase of the Submariner or of the Audemars or maybe for you it's a Tag, right? A little bit less expensive there. There's nothing wrong with that. This has to do with whether or not you have fulfilled your responsibilities and you are rewarding yourself. There is nothing wrong with the reward, and that's what makes this piece is dopey. This piece is saying you shouldn't enjoy the things you enjoy. They should kiss off.
Well, the only thing I will say,
they should veg out.
That's what they should do. But having said that, I will say if you are choosing to watch over providing for your family, then that's a problem.
Oh, big freaking problem.
That's a problem.
Yes. That could be crisis. Yes, I know I have to feed you, but I'd rather have this decoration on my wrist. Yeah, but that's not even a midlife crisis. That's just not being a man.
5:30 is dinner time. I know it's 5:30, but unfortunately, we don't have any food.
Right. But if it fills you up to look at the time. By the way, you can afford the Von Reest, vonreest.com. Keep it here. It's Eat, Drink, Smoke.
Follow Eat, Drink, Smoke on social media, on Twitter at Go Eat, Drink, Smoke, on Facebook, facebook.com/Eat, Drink, Smoke, and Instagram at Eat, Drink, Smoke Podcast.
Hey, you made it all the way through to the end of this video. We're proud of you.
You should watch more of our videos. Make sure you subscribe right there to Eat, Drink, Smoke, wherever it is you get your videos, on YouTube, on Rumble, and don't forget Instagram, Eat, Drink, Smoke Podcast, where we've got the shorts and some very cool things going on.